My beloved child, wait, before you scroll away, listen carefully because what you are about to hear feels like a message that arrived at exactly the right moment. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. Imagine a courtroom where every person believes they already know how the story will end. Papers are ready, final words are expected, and every heart has accepted that two paths are about to separate forever. But then, without warning, everything changes. A single unexpected moment interrupts the silence, and the entire atmosphere shifts. The decision that looked certain suddenly becomes uncertain. The truth that had been hidden for so long begins to rise to the surface, leaving everyone speechless. This is not about fear or loss, it is about the surprising way life can change when honesty finally finds its voice. If this message found you today, don't ignore it. Stay till the end, because every sentence reveals another piece of a story that refuses to end the way anyone expected. No one in that room could explain why the expressions on every face suddenly changed. It was as though an invisible door had opened, revealing details that had been overlooked for far too long. Your soulmate, who appeared calm on the outside, was carrying emotions that no one had truly understood. They realized that some decisions made in haste can never replace what the heart has always known. The hearing that was supposed to close one chapter unexpectedly reopened another. Every word spoken seemed to uncover memories that had never disappeared, only remained silent. What seemed impossible only moments before now felt strangely possible again. That is why you must stay till the end. Don't skip, because the biggest revelation has not happened yet. Sometimes destiny waits until the final second before showing everyone that the story was never finished. What if the moment everyone believed was an ending was actually preparing the beginning of something no one dared to imagine? The most astonishing part is still ahead. As the tension continued to rise, an unexpected realization spread through the room. It was not a dramatic event that changed everything, it was a quiet truth that could no longer remain hidden. Your soulmate began to understand that some connections cannot simply be erased by signatures, distance, or time. Deep inside, they felt that life was inviting them to see everything from a completely different perspective. The future that once looked closed suddenly revealed a small opening filled with hope, clarity, and possibility. Don't skip. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. The next part uncovers the unexpected conversation that no one heard, the words that completely transformed the direction of this unforgettable story, and why this shocking turn may be far more meaningful than anyone could have imagined. A strange silence settled over the room, and for a brief moment, it felt as though time itself had stopped. Everyone expected another routine statement, but instead, an unexpected conversation began to unfold. The words were calm, yet they carried more weight than anyone imagined. Your soulmate heard something that made them pause and rethink every choice that had led to this day. It was not anger that filled their heart, it was clarity. They realized that some chapters close only to reveal the truth hidden behind them. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The atmosphere shifted in a way no one could explain, and even those who believed the outcome was certain started wondering if they had misunderstood the entire story from the beginning. Then came the moment that no one saw coming. A quiet realization spread through your soulmate's heart as memories they had tried to leave behind returned with unexpected strength. They remembered the kindness, the laughter, the promises that once gave them hope, and they understood that some connections leave a mark that time cannot erase. The future they imagined suddenly looked different. Questions replaced certainty, and hope quietly replaced doubt. Every second felt like another piece of a puzzle falling into place. Don't skip, because the next revelation changes everything. Stay till the end, because what happens after this moment is something that almost no one could have predicted. As everyone prepared for what they thought would be the final decision, destiny seemed to whisper that the story was far from over. A new possibility appeared where none had existed before, and your soulmate could no longer ignore what their heart had been trying to tell them all along. The path ahead was no longer defined by old expectations but by a fresh understanding of what truly matters. Something remarkable was beginning to take shape behind the scenes, and the biggest surprise had not yet been revealed. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because in the next part, an unexpected message reaches your soulmate, one that completely transforms the direction of this unforgettable journey. No one expected the next moment to matter, yet it became the turning point that everyone would remember. Just as the room settled into silence again, an unexpected message arrived. It was brief, simple, and impossible to ignore. The words carried no pressure, only honesty, but they reached your soulmate at exactly the right time. For the first time in a long while, they stopped looking at the past with regret and started looking at the future with fresh hope. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Sometimes the smallest message creates the biggest change, and this was one of those rare moments. Your soulmate quietly realized that life had been teaching them lessons they could not understand before. Every disappointment had shaped their heart, every delay had strengthened their patience, and every unanswered question had prepared them for this exact day. They no longer wanted to hold on to old misunderstandings or unfinished conversations. Instead, they felt a growing desire to move forward with wisdom instead of fear. It was as though a heavy burden had finally been lifted, allowing them to see possibilities they had overlooked for far too long. What seemed impossible only hours earlier now felt surprisingly close. Don't skip, because the biggest revelation is still ahead. Stay till the end, because the next chapter uncovers why this unexpected shift was never a coincidence. As they walked away, something inside them felt completely different. They understood that true change does not always happen with loud announcements, it often begins with one quiet decision inside the heart. The hearing that everyone believed would end one story had unexpectedly opened the door to another. New opportunities, fresh conversations, and unexpected answers were already beginning to take shape beyond what anyone in that room could see. Something remarkable was moving behind the scenes, and your soulmate could feel it more strongly than ever before. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because in the next part, someone from the past unexpectedly steps forward with information that changes everything once again. For a moment, no one noticed the quiet figure standing near the exit. They had remained silent throughout the hearing, watching every detail without saying a word. But just as everyone believed the day was finally over, they stepped forward with unexpected information that no one had anticipated. The room grew still once again. Your soulmate listened carefully, not because they were searching for another surprise, but because something about those words felt undeniably important. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Sometimes the greatest turning points arrive softly, yet they leave a lasting impact that changes everything afterward. The message did not rewrite the past, but it completely changed how your soulmate understood it. They realized that many of the assumptions they had carried for so long were incomplete. Pieces of the story that had never made sense suddenly fit together with remarkable clarity. Instead of feeling trapped by yesterday, they felt encouraged by tomorrow. A quiet confidence began replacing uncertainty, and for the first time in a long while, they believed that unexpected blessings could still appear when they were least expected. Every step away from that courtroom felt lighter than the one before. Don't skip, because what happens next is even more surprising. Stay till the end, because the journey has only begun to reveal its deepest truth. As the day came to a close, your soulmate looked back one final time. Not with sadness, but with gratitude for everything they had learned. They understood that some endings are simply bridges leading toward a better beginning. The shocking turn at the hearing was never just about legal papers or final decisions, it became the moment that awakened a completely new perspective. Doors that once appeared firmly closed now seemed ready to open in unexpected ways. A fresh chapter was quietly unfolding, one filled with hope, wisdom, and possibilities no one could have predicted at the start of the day. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because the next part reveals the unexpected encounter that convinces your soulmate that this remarkable story is far from over. The day seemed finished, yet destiny had prepared one final surprise. As your soulmate stepped outside, they crossed paths with someone they never expected to see again. There was no dramatic scene, no loud reaction, only a quiet smile and a few carefully chosen words that carried unexpected meaning. In that brief conversation, they heard a perspective they had never considered before. It was as though every unanswered question from the hearing suddenly pointed toward a new direction. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Sometimes the people who appear for only a few minutes leave behind the message that changes an entire future. Your soulmate couldn't stop thinking about those words. The more they reflected, the more they realized that what looked like a painful ending had actually protected them from walking down the wrong path. Every delay, every misunderstanding, and every unexpected twist had quietly been leading to this very moment of clarity. Their heart no longer felt rushed. Instead, it felt peaceful, confident, and ready for whatever came next. They understood that real change doesn't always happen overnight, it begins the instant someone chooses hope over disappointment. Don't skip, because the biggest discovery is still ahead. Stay till the end, because the next revelation uncovers something your soulmate had completely overlooked until now. As the evening settled in, an incredible realization filled their heart. The shocking turn at the hearing had done far more than change one day's outcome, it had transformed the way they saw their entire future. New opportunities were beginning to appear where obstacles once stood, and quiet answers were replacing old doubts. It felt as though invisible pieces of a much larger picture were finally coming together. But just when your soulmate believed they understood everything, one final clue appeared. Something small, almost impossible to notice, yet powerful enough to change the entire story once again. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because the next part reveals the hidden clue that no one else recognized, but your soulmate could never forget. Late that evening, when the noise of the day had finally faded, your soulmate noticed one small detail that everyone else had completely overlooked. It wasn't something dramatic or impossible. It was a quiet clue hidden in plain sight. The more they thought about it, the more everything started making sense. The hearing, the unexpected conversations, the surprising change in direction, none of it felt random anymore. It was as if every moment had been leading to this single realization. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The truth was beginning to reveal itself one piece at a time, and your soulmate knew they couldn't ignore what their heart was quietly telling them. For the first time in a very long while, they stopped asking, "Why did this happen?" and started asking, "What is this preparing me for?" That one change in perspective transformed everything. Instead of seeing closed doors, they began noticing new opportunities. Instead of focusing on what had been left behind, they started recognizing what could still be built. Hope slowly replaced uncertainty, and confidence replaced hesitation. Every unexpected twist from the hearing now looked less like an ending and more like the beginning of a completely different journey. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because the next moment would reveal a connection no one had noticed before. Then, just before the night came to an end, another unexpected piece of the story quietly fell into place. A conversation from earlier in the day suddenly carried a meaning your soulmate had completely missed. Looking back, every word seemed connected, every event seemed purposeful, and every surprise appeared to fit together like pieces of an unfinished puzzle. They realized that the shocking turn at the hearing was only the first chapter of a much greater story that was still unfolding. And just when they believed they had uncovered the whole truth, one final discovery appeared, one that could completely reshape everything they thought they knew. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because the next part reveals the unexpected decision your soulmate makes after discovering the truth that changes everything. As dawn approached, your soulmate made a quiet decision that no one else knew about. It wasn't announced to the world, and it didn't come with applause. It was a decision made entirely within their heart, a choice to stop living according to old fears and to start embracing the future with courage and wisdom. The events of the divorce hearing had completely reshaped their perspective. What once looked like an irreversible ending had become a powerful lesson about patience, growth, and new beginnings. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The most remarkable chapter is only beginning to unfold, and every step from this point forward carries unexpected significance. As they reflected on everything that had happened, they realized that every unexpected twist had prepared them for this very moment. The shocking turn in the courtroom had not simply changed one day's outcome, it had awakened a deeper understanding that some of life's greatest blessings arrive disguised as delays. Instead of rushing toward uncertainty, your soulmate chose to move forward with peace, clarity, and confidence. They no longer felt trapped by yesterday's story because they could finally see tomorrow's possibilities. Every conversation, every pause, and every surprise now felt connected in a way that could never have been understood before. Don't skip, because what happens next is unlike anything you've heard so far. Stay till the end, because another unexpected encounter is about to reveal the final missing piece. Just when your soulmate believed they had found every answer, destiny unfolded one last surprise. A simple, unexpected meeting brought a conversation that confirmed everything they had quietly begun to believe. It wasn't filled with dramatic promises, it was filled with unmistakable clarity. At that moment, your soulmate understood that the hearing had never been the end of the story. It had simply been the doorway to a future filled with hope, fresh opportunities, and meaningful new beginnings. Every unanswered question now pointed toward a brighter path ahead. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because the next part uncovers the life-changing choice that will shape your soulmate's future in ways no one could have imagined. A new chapter quietly began, not with celebration, but with an unexpected sense of peace. Your soulmate woke up realizing that the most important decision was no longer about the hearing, it was about the kind of future they wanted to build. They understood that holding on to old disappointments would only keep them standing still, while choosing hope would allow them to move forward. That realization became the true turning point. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. What looked like the end of one journey had become the first step toward something far greater than anyone in that courtroom could have imagined. Then something remarkable happened. Throughout the day, small moments kept reminding your soulmate that life was quietly opening new doors. A familiar place brought back an unexpected memory. A simple conversation carried more meaning than usual. Even ordinary events seemed connected, as if invisible pieces of the puzzle were finally falling into place. They no longer believed everything happened by accident. Instead, they began trusting that every delay had protected them, every challenge had strengthened them, and every unexpected twist had prepared them for this new beginning. Don't skip, because the biggest surprise is still ahead. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The story is about to reveal why the shocking turn at the hearing was only the beginning of an even greater transformation. Just before the day ended, your soulmate made one final promise to themselves: never again would they allow fear to decide the direction of their life. That quiet promise changed everything. Their heart felt lighter, their mind clearer, and their future brighter than it had in a long time. They understood that real change begins with one courageous decision, and they had finally made it. But as they looked ahead, they noticed one final sign, something so unexpected that it confirmed this journey was far from over. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because the next chapter reveals the unexpected opportunity that appears when your soulmate least expects it, changing the course of their future once again.